welcome to my channel. So a little bit about myself. My name is Ted. I'm 31 years old. I'm currently residing in Colorado, and I want to talk a little bit about this channel. So this channel is gonna be mostly about cars and whatnot, and currently I'm driving a 22 Tesla Model 3. I just bought it almost at the end of January, and this is the long range. Didn't have enough money for the performance, I guess, but I bought it used, and when I did get this car, it only had like 30,000 miles, and I got it for a good deal. I think the selling price for this car was like 26,000 and some change, but you know, with all the fees and extra stuff, the car came to almost like, I want to say $34,000, something like that. It was very close, but I know it was like in the 30s, you know, like in the low 30s. So maybe 31, 32, I'm not sure. I would have to double check, but you know, somewhere around that. But that was my first time ever test driving a Tesla, you know, nor like an electric car. And I was blown away by how amazing this car was. I know Elon right now, he got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of people protesting, you know, over Tesla and whatnot. I'm not into politics, you know, I just like the car, and I'm a car guy, you know, I just like the car. I'm into cars and whatnot, so I don't care for the political side of things. So I'm just, you know, I'm just throwing it out there. But yeah, right now we're about to go on a drive. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what the channel is gonna be about, and then also what I plan on doing to this car. And there's gonna be a lot of stuff, a lot of project. I have a lot of vision for this car. So, you know, thus far, if you are into cars and whatnot, you know, go ahead and give me a subscribe. I promise you won't be disappointed. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna throw a couple pictures of a couple cars that I've owned in the past and what I've done to them. So let me know what y'all think. But yeah, man, we're back on the highway, and man, I got a lot to say about this car. You know, I'm gonna do like a 2 months review because today is gonna be exactly 2 months since I've had this car, and man, I'm just upset that I didn't pull the trigger way before, you know, cause oh man, this car is like fast. This car move, bro. What? This car is crazy. But yeah, so like I said, you know, like I've always been into cars, and for whatever reason, I've never been able to pull a camera and start recording myself and record all my progress and whatnot. I've always been shy, you know, like I don't like being behind a camera. Hopefully that changes in the future, but I've never really been the guy that's, you know, that like to be in front of the camera, you know, like I don't know, it's just something about, you know, like being something about being behind the camera. I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. But I figured, you know, all my friends, when I be going to car shows and whatnot, you know, because I've always had like crazy build, you know, and all my friends, they've always been like, man, you should, you know, document your journey and, you know, like what you be doing to these cars. And I've always been on YouTube and watching other YouTubers and doing this and doing that. For me, I feel like I don't like the slow progress of like being on YouTube, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, like you start up at 0 subscribers, and then you got to work your way up, and then it takes time, it takes energy, and you know, building cars is not cheap, you know. Like you're spending like 10, 20, 30, 50, you know, almost up to like 70,000 on the cars, and it's money wasted, you know. You're not gonna get that money back. Oh damn, I missed my exit. Fuck. All right, I'll just go on to the next one. But I've always told myself, you know, like, you're already spending the money, you're already involved in a community, so you might as well, you know. And I don't know, I'm scared of being disappointed, you know. Like I've always been the kind of guy, you know, like I don't want to say I like to I like stuff to pick up like real fast. But like I've always been the guy that's kind of like, oh, like I don't like, I don't know, maybe I'm in that way I'm impatient. You could call it that, but I don't know. Like I've always been the guy like, let me work on this car, let me hurry up and get it done, whatever the case may be. I don't like waiting, I don't like filming and recording because it takes a lot of time and stuff, and I've seen some of my friends doing that, and I'm like, man, like for instance, putting a battery in a damn car, it could take you like 5 minutes if you're not recording, but just because you are recording, it could take you like an hour, and then you got to go back, you got to edit just like a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, man, I don't got time for that. Like I've always told myself, like I'm on the go, man. Like I'm trying to hurry up, work on this car, go get a shower, eat some, lay down, like we're getting old, man. Like, so and also I've always felt like, it's funny that I'm saying that, but I've always felt like there's like a age group on like YouTube, like like I've always told myself, like I'm already 31, nobody gonna be watching this video and nobody gonna be subscribing to this channel. But I guess I've always been afraid of like talking. Maybe it's just my accent. I'm from Haiti, by the way. So I'm from Haiti, but I've been living in the US for about almost 14-15 years, and I've always been, I want to say, ashamed and kind of like of my accent, like the way I sound, the way I talk, and I don't like my voice, whatever the case may be. And then every time I try to play it back in a video and I'm like, damn, I don't like the way I sound, but I'm like, man, it's 2025. I'm like, I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to do things, I'm trying to do things differently. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a shot. Worst come worse, it doesn't work out, then I could just, quit or whatever the case may be. But if it takes off, then hey, better for me. But damn, the light's about to turn green. We're gonna punch this thing. Oh yeah, I'm telling y'all, man, this car move, bro. Damn. But yeah, like I was saying, I've always been afraid of like being behind the camera and talking, and I don't know, it was just something about, like I guess I've always been in my comfort zone, if you want to call it that. So I work in customer service, and this is what I do literally every day. I talk to people every day, and I'm like, I'm already doing that, so I might as well. And then, like I've convinced myself enough to just get out of my comfort zone and just do things differently. I got a whole lot of stuff that I'm working on, a whole lot of car projects and whatnot. Currently, I do have this Model 3, and I also have a BMW. I'm gonna show it to you guys when I get back home, kind of like, if you're interested, because just letting y'all know, like this channel is not gonna be mainly about electric car and the Tesla and whatnot. It could be about anything, like I do own couple cars. I want to say, I got an Audi. I need to change the clutch on the Audi. It's a 2010 Audi A5. Need to change the clutch on that thing. And then I do have a automatic, it's a 2014 BMW 320i. This one looks nice. I didn't do nothing to the engine. It used to be my daily. When I did get this car, the BMW, I bought it at 60,000 miles back in 2021, and currently the car has 160,000 miles. So just letting y'all know, man, like I do enjoy my car. They don't just be sitting in the garage. I do have a project car that I'm working on slowly but surely. I want to get it all wide body, roll cage, racing seats. Eventually I'm gonna do a LS swap to this car. I'll probably let y'all know what kind of car it is as well too. But like I said, man, I've always been into cars. I've always been into the culture and community. So I'm like, you know what, I don't have nothing to show for, other than pictures and a couple of videos here and there. I don't really have nothing to show for, like people wouldn't believe that I actually be working on cars and I do this to my cars, so I'm like, you know what, it's about to be it gotta be like, I gotta start, you know, like we all gotta start somewhere. So I'm like, okay, you know, like let me go ahead and pick up the camera and then just do this thing, you know. But I'll show you guys the BMW. It catches a lot of attention, you know. I didn't do nothing to the engine, you know, completely stock BMW, but just the body, you know, like I got it wrapped. You know, I got a body kit, not a wide body kit, but like kind of like a, what do you call it, a M3 rep body kit. And then exhaust, you know, like it's I don't want to say it's okay, you know, it's nice. It used to be my daily, so I didn't want to mod the car. I didn't want to put a turbo. I didn't want to do any upgrade because I wanted it to be reliable. And I do live in Colorado, so you know, like it snows 7 months out of the year. So I'm like, I need something reliable, you know, something that's gonna take me from A to B. And believe it or not, this was the most reliable car that I've ever purchased. The car gave me no issue up until recently. The water pump went out, and then that was it. The water pump went out, and then, you know, at 120,000 miles, you know, then I went ahead and did a complete change for like the whole front suspension. It wasn't clunky or anything, it wasn't giving me any issue, but I'm like, you know what, I might as well, because I'm trying to make this car bulletproof. So I'm like, you know what, I might as well. So I went ahead and did that, but the car never gave me any issue whatsoever. This was the most reliable car that I've ever had. Now on the other hand, the Audi, oh boy, I have a 2010 Audi A5, like I've already stated in the video, and this car, man, this was my worst purchase ever. Worst purchase ever. So I bought it at 60,000 miles, and currently it has 70,000 miles because the car has just been sitting. But the car is problematic, bro. Like every time there's a new issue with this car, I can't figure it out. You know, it depresses me because I don't feel like working on this car compared to the other cars that I have. You know, I just don't feel like driving this car, so it's been kind of like on a back burner. You know, I put it on to the side, and I don't know, I just, it's something about this car, it's so hard to work on. You know, everything is complicated. Like the BMW is kind of like a Lego piece, you know. Like I feel like it is the most easiest car to work on. I don't care what anybody tells you, but if you're taking your BMW to the dealership, you're just, I don't know, if you got it like that, hey, by all means do you. But I feel like this is the easiest car to work on. This was the main reason why I purchased a Tesla, because I wanted to have like a reliable car, because the Audi is giving me crap. So I wanted to have like a reliable car, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get an electric car. But when I was in the market and I was searching for one, you know, all them other electric cars, they were not really appealing to me. And I'm like, damn, I'm dropping almost 35,000 on the car, and then it's missing this, it's missing that. And this car, I want to compare it to a BMW because it literally has everything. Like it has everything. Like there's not one thing that I want to do to this car. I mean, I'm gonna do stuff to this car because, you know, I'm a car guy, and I'm not gonna be driving a stock Tesla. But you know, like if I was a basic guy and not into like the car community, I probably would leave the car as is because it literally has everything. I'm gonna pull up like down the block, and then I'll do a walk around of the car so you kind of see how it looks like, how it's sitting. All right guys, as I've already stated, this is my 2022 Tesla Model 3 long range, and currently this is how the car is sitting. All right, let me know, what do you guys think? I didn't do much to the car yet, as you can see. I've already had the windows tinted. Yeah, as y'all could see, you know, nothing crazy really. My long-term goal with this car, I guess, is to I want to have it on air suspension. You know, I want to have it on air suspension. I'm gonna probably get like a bumper lip, you know, maybe like a real diffuser, you know, so it could kind of look mean. I'm gonna get me a nice little spoiler, and then I'm also thinking, you know, some side skirts, you know, something like that, mud flap, you know, and then definitely I'm gonna have it wrapped. I've already have 3 colors in mind that I'm thinking about. Um, I'm still indecisive. I don't know what color I want to do yet. I'm still debating, but yeah, probably let me know in the comment down below, you know, what color you would want me to do on the Tesla. And of course, I'm gonna be doing everything myself. I'm gonna wrap it myself. And then a few other stuff also that I want to do. I want to have like a nice air suspension trunk setup, front setup, whatever you want to call it. I'm still debating. I don't know if I should just have the air management system in the front or if I want to do it in the trunk. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Oh, look at that. A nice little deer. But yeah, so after that, gotta get gonna get me a different set of wheels. I'm thinking, you know, TE37. But I'm still trying to dial in what kind of, you know, because I want like the flush fitment, and it's gonna be my first time on air management too. But I'm not sure. I mean, what else? It's not really much that I want to do to this car. Oh, also maybe for like the trim, like the brownish looking trim, I want to probably change that to like a carbon fiber, you know, something like that, or brushed aluminum. Maybe the tail lights, you know, some aftermarket tail lights, and the headlights, maybe get it customized. Yeah, like I said, man, it's not really much that I want to do to this car. I want to have it nice, you know, like simple. I want to do some basic stuff. I'm gonna be taking it to car shows as well, so you know, let me know what I should do to this thing. But I mean, definitely this is what I have on my list so far, and um we'll see. But in just a little bit here as well, guys, I'm gonna show you my BMW, what it looks like. And so we're back in my garage again. I apologize in advance. Car is dirty, garage is dirty. Car's been sitting in the garage for about 3 months. I've been doing some extensive work on this car, so I apologize in advance. And as you could see, Jesus, yeah, it's dirty, very dirty. And the garage itself, oh man, yeah. But quickly, I wanted to show you guys the car currently, how it's looking, how it's sitting, and kind of talk about, you know, future project for this car. So currently, this is my 2014 BMW 320i. And like I've already said, I didn't do nothing to the engine. It's completely stock. I've only did exterior mods, you know, like I want to say tasteful mods or whatever you want to call it. I know I'm gonna get roasted for making a 320i looking like a M3, but if you're a car guy, I mean, you could spot that it is, you know, not a real M3. I didn't put no M3 badge on the car. I'm not trying to make it look like a M3, not trying to tell people this is a M3. Whenever I get stopped, you know, I always tell everyone, hey, this is a slow ass car. This is a 320i, really. And I really like the M3, and that was my goal to purchase the M3. But you know, we're not financially there yet. But nonetheless, this is a M3 bumper style. I got the kidney grille. I got aftermarket headlights as well. And the wrap on this car is from Tech Wrap. It is called the Galaxy Green. So it looks purple and green. And I did wrap the car myself. And the wrap has been on the car for the better part for about 2 years now. This is a honeycomb pattern wrap, and I'm not sure. I forgot where I got this one from. Like I said, it's been 2 years since I've had it on the car. Let me see what else. I think I got it from Vivid. I'm not sure. I would have to double check. But yeah, I think I got it from Vivid. And then currently, as you all could see, the car it's sitting on jack stands because I was doing a lot of work to this thing, man. I had to, because I had hit a major pothole and I had bent the subframe, so I had to drop the subframe, replace the subframe. And while I was doing that, so I was like, you know what, I might as well take care of like the other stuff. So I changed the oil pin gasket. I also changed the motor mounts. I did replace the serpentine belt. I did the water pump because that had went out last month, so I replaced the water pump. You don't need to drop the subframe to replace the water pump, but it's easier if you do so. Thermostat. What else? Did an oil change. Yeah, a lot of work. And then also I did change the front end suspension. So I got all new, what do you call it? I got new rotors, I got new tie rods and stuff like that. And let me see, control arms, you know, yeah, like a lot of stuff done to this car. And oh, look how it's looking right now. Yeah, it's a nice wrap. I wanted to get this wrap done on my Tesla as well, but I'm like, I've already done it, I've already enjoyed it. Now it's time to move on to the next one. Let me pop the hood real quick just to kind of show y'all. And I ain't drive this thing in months, and look at it. Believe me, I'm a clean person. This is just snow and mud and dirt and whatnot. And then the car kind of broke down on me when I pulled up to the garage, and then it was overheating and whatnot because of the water pump. It's all fixed now. Also, I did replace the fuel pump because I was getting bad reading from the, you know, whenever the car would be empty, it would tell me that the car is full. And when it's full and filled up, it would say, you know, it was reading about midway. So I replaced the fuel pump to see if that's gonna fix anything. So let me pop the hood real quick. So this is currently how it's looking, you know. Like I'm saying, this car is easy to work on. Like if you want to go to the dealership and spend crazy money and let them people, I call them the stealership, you know, if you want to let them rob you, you know, that's on you. But this car is easy to work on, and that was the most reliable car that I've ever had. All them stuff that I did change on this car is because I wanted to. I felt like it was time. I'm hitting 160,000 miles, so I'm like, you know, we're about right there, so it was time to change all of that. And this is why I didn't want to put no turbo, no nothing, because this car has been so reliable. Loved it. I don't care if I get roasted. Oh, you trying to look like a M3, you trying to, hey, I don't put no M3 badging on a car. I'm not trying to go out and race. I'm not trying to do all of that. Just a car guy trying to do stuff differently, trying to look apart, you know. So hey, at the end of the day, like I tell everyone, you know, it's my car, it's my choice. I do what I want with it, you know, whatever. But nonetheless, this is how it's currently looking like. And you know, I got the wheels. When I get it out the garage and then it's all clean and everything, I'm gonna do a full walk around review. Let me know if y'all want to see that in the next video. This is the exhaust tip, you know. I got the GTS tail light and whatnot, wrap, of course. And yeah, I mean, let me know if y'all want to see like a POV drive of this thing and all the stuff that I've done to this car. Right now, the battery, I think the battery's probably shot because it's been sitting for like so long. I think the battery's probably shot. But yeah, let me know what y'all want to see me do in the next video with this car, if y'all interested in seeing this car, or if y'all rather see me working on the Tesla, or just kind of like in between, you know. Like I said, this channel is not gonna be solely about the Tesla. It's gonna be about, you know, all the cars that I own. Really, I don't want to have only one car in the channel. Yes, mainly it's gonna be mostly about the Tesla because I just bought it and I'm planning on doing a lot of stuff to it, so mostly it's gonna be about the Tesla. But I think I wanna, you know, do some more stuff to the BMW. I think it's almost done. I'm not gonna be doing a whole lot of stuff, you know, just minor stuff. But the Tesla is gonna get all the, you know, all the love right now because I'm planning on getting a wrap. Still haven't decided on a wrap color yet. I'm planning on getting wheels. I want to put an air management system, put it on airbags and stuff. So a lot of stuff coming in for the Tesla. But nonetheless, like I've already stated, you know, thank y'all for staying with me in this introduction video. There's gonna be plenty more videos coming into the channel. I'm gonna try to stay consistent, like I've already said, maybe 2 videos, you know, at most every week, depending on how we do, maybe 1 every week, depending on how we do. But I plan on doing that. And then also I want to see how far we could go, you know, with the channel. So let me know exactly in the comment down below what y'all want to see, what y'all want me to, what do you want the channel to be more about. But mainly it's going to be about cars, me working on cars and showing off, you know, my skill set. Let me know, what do you guys think of both cars, you know, the Tesla and the BMW. The Audi is parked outside, it's covered and everything. I need to change the clutch in the Audi, so maybe I could also record that. Who knows? Let me know down below. But this is what I have planned. Yeah, let me know. But as for right now, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.